Okay, if you read a question here, the question is show that f bar, that vector f bar is a irrotational vector and find a scalar function phi such that f bar equal to del phi. So generally this question will come for 5 marks in as per the new question paper pattern. In old question paper it is coming for 7 marks, but it is now for 5 marks. So first part, that f bar is irrotational, that is coming for 2 marks, and to find the function phi f bar equal to del phi, that will be of 3 marks there. So that about the mark distribution for the two parts of the question. So we'll come to the first part. Our aim is to prove the vector f bar is an irrotational vector. Yes, anyone? What is the condition of irrotational vector?
Curl should be 0.
Yes, curl of vector should be 0. So we have to start with the consider curl f bar, which is a del cross f bar, and that is equal to a determinant whose first row is always this unit vectors I, j, and k. Second rows are the components of del operator, dou by dou x, dou by dou y, and dou by dou z. Third row are the components of vector f bar, that is f1, f2, and f3, which is x square plus xy square, y square plus x square y, and f3 is not there. If you observe, f1i plus f2j plus f3k, and that is a 0. Now in some cases, instead of I cap and j cap, I bar and j bar is used. Don't confuse with that. They are just unit vectors only. And there are 3 different ways ijk's are used. Sometimes simple ijk, then I bar, j bar, k bar, or I cap, j cap, and k cap. So all these are the same thing. Don't too much confuse in the. But standard notation is a cap here, I cap and j cap and k cap. So this is standard notation for noting the unit vectors here. Now only the part is left. We have to evaluate this determinant. And one more mistake that few of the students do in the exam, as the question is to show that it is a irrotational, yes, definitely the answer will come a 0 vector. So don't write equal to 0 bar directly. Okay, because some of the examiner always interested to see the actual calculation, whether you done it or not. So this step is a important step. You should write that calculation. So this I cap into its minor. Yes, what is the derivative of f3 with y? Derivative of f3 with y is a 0. Derivative of f2 with a z, that is also 0, minus j cap. Derivative of f3 with x, 0. Derivative of f1 with a z, that is also 0. And the last one, k cap, into derivative of now f2 with x. Yes, derivative of f2 with x, is it a 2xy?
Yes.
And derivative of f1 with y, again that
2x
should be
minus
2xy. And it will always happen, these components gets cancel each other. So in this case, yeah, only the last component exists, and you got curl f bar as a 0 vector. Thus f bar is irrotational vector. Irrotational vector. Remember, there is one parallel words comes for this. In some cases, show that f bar is a conservative vector. Conservative vector field. So you have to do the same calculation. If the question comes for irrotational or conservative, we are doing a same calculation. And this is the end of the first part of the question here. Once you finish, tell me. We'll move to the second part of the question then. Yes, are you completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. So let me move to the second part then. Second part of the question. The second part of the question is find the vector function, find a scalar function phi, find this scalar function phi such that f bar is equal to del phi. F bar is equal to del phi. Someone is there on the chat. Okay. So we have to find the function f bar, scalar function phi such that f bar equal to del phi. There are two methods. I will show you the method one, which require not any formula. It is directly you can get it. And the method two, yes, okay, let I do it by a shortcut formula first. So the method says, I will say step two to obtain phi such that f bar is equal to del phi. So that about method two. Sorry, yes, phi equal to. So this is the way to directly we use a shortcut formula. This formula is already given in a theory part of curl f bar on the slide. Curl f bar, that is property number 3 is there. So the formula you have to remember is phi equal to integration of f1 dx, treat y and z as a constant. Now what is the formula? The formula says we have to integrate. So if you say this vector f bar is f1 I plus f2j, so we have to integrate this entire function f1 with respect to x, treating y and z as a constant. We have to treat y and z as a constant there. That is a notation. Plus integration of terms free from x of f2. I will repeat the formula. Terms free from x of f2, and that we have to integrate with y, treating z as a constant. Now let me come first of all. How many terms are there in f2? Yes, anyone? How many terms are there in f2? How many terms are there in f2? So you'll observe there are two terms. The terms are separated by plus and minus sign. So y square is one term, x square y is the second term. So these are the two terms we have. F1 also have two terms. Okay, x square y is considered as a single term because it is in multiplication. Now we have to take only those terms of f2 which are free from x. So which term is free from x? Tell me out of these two.
Y square.
Only y square. So we have to write y square.
Y square term.
Yes, we have to integrate y square with y, treating z as a constant. Right now z is not there. That's okay. There is one more thing. Right now f3 is not there, but in many cases that function f3 is also available. In such a case, that third part you have to remember, terms free from x and y, terms free from x and y of f3 and then dz. Now here f3 is not there, so there is no term in f3, so obviously it is coming 0 dz. Okay, f3 itself a 0, so it's a 0 dz. But whenever that f3 is there, we'll come to that next question. In next question we'll come to know the meaning of this part. Okay, so if you have to do by this method, shortcut method, yes, the important thing you have to remember this formula. The formula you have to by heart it, and this gives us a function phi then. So phi equal to integration of f1. So I'll write f1 as it is, x square plus xy square dx, and we are going to treat y and z as a constant if they appear in the bracket, plus integration of those terms of f2 which are free from x. It's only y square, so it is y square, treating z as a constant if it appeared in the integrand. That's only. Now last step is the integration. Just in some authors are writing plus c also, plus c everywhere. So if you write plus c, that is also okay. Yes, can you tell me what is the integration of this first bracket?
X cube by 3 plus x square y square by 2.
X cube by 3 plus x square y square upon 2 plus
Y cube by 3.
y cube by 3 plus c. And that is the end of the question. We got a function phi. We got a function phi whose gradient. Now if you can cross check. Nowhere you have to calculate the del phi here. Remember, actually we got the function phi whose gradient is the given vector f bar. If you calculate a gradient of this function, you get the vector f bar. That means dou phi by dou xi plus dou phi by dou yj will be the vector f bar. You can cross check also if you want. This is the one method that considered as a shortcut method with a formula. Okay. Once you finish, tell me. I will show you the second method then. Done? Are you completed?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Completed.
Okay. So let me start method 2 here. Method number 2. Yes, we have to find a function phi such that f bar equal to del phi. So we have to find this one function phi which satisfy this condition f bar equal to del phi. Now what is the vector f bar? The vector f bar is f1i plus f2j plus f3k, and del phi is a vector. By the definition of a gradient, it is a dou phi by dou x I plus dou phi by dou y j plus dou phi by dou z k. So that about the f bar equal to del phi vector. Now we say the vectors are equal if and only if their components are equal. So we should get dou phi by dou x should be equal to the f1. We should get dou phi by dou y should be equal to f2, and dou phi by dou z should be equal to f3. Now what is f1 here? F1 is x square plus xy square. F2 is a y square plus x square y, and f3 is a 0 there. Now tell me what should be the next step to get the function phi. What should be our next step here to get the required function phi here? Yes, I'm asking some question here.
Integrate.
Integration. Very good. So we should integrate now. So integrating, if you observe, if we integrate first with respect to x, as it is a dou phi by dou x, let me integrate first equation with respect to x. So yes, tell me integration. Integration with respect to x, that is a x cube by 3 plus x square y square by 2 plus, yes. Now don't write only the plus c here. Okay, plus c will not work. Remember, as we are integrated with respect to x, remember the constant of integration should be the function of y and z. I will tell you the reverse way. Let you take a derivative of this with respect to x. If you take a dou phi by dou x, derivative of x cube by 3 you will get as a x square only, that is the first term. Derivative of this term you get x y square, that is the second term. And derivative of this term with respect to x is a 0, because this term is considered as a constant with respect to x. So whenever you integrate a partial equation, remember, when you integrate a partial equation with respect to x, other variables is a constant of integration. So this is the constant of integration. Next, yes, tell me the second now in the same way. Integrate the second with respect to y. Yes, what should be the answer?
Y cube by 3.
Y cube by 3, yes.
Y square by 2.
Not y square by 2. Y cube by 3, na? You are integrating with respect to y.
Square by 2.
Y cube by 3 plus
Plus x square y square 2. Yes, sir.
x square y square by 2 plus function of xz.
Fx.
Okay, good.
Xz.
And what about the last now? We are integrating this with respect to z. Integration of 0 is a 0 itself plus
F3.
Yes, constant of integration f3 of
Z.
xy. Okay, so that about the three different functions we got it here. Now we have to write only one answer here. We have to write only one answer. So I will say thus function phi is. Now there are two ways to write this function. One of the way is, yes, if you don't want to understand it, without understanding you want to write it, so just write all possible terms without repetition. The meaning is, start with the first, yes, x cube by 3 is there, so I am written here. The next, x square y square by 2 is there, so I am written there. Next equation, y cube by 3 is there, that is not written anywhere, so again I will add it there. X square y square by 2 is there, but that is already taken, so no need to write it. And there is no term here, and this is your answer. You should just write plus c there. Just write a plus c there, and that becomes your answer. This is one of the way without understanding. But if you want to understand what we are doing here, actually these three are the required functions only. What is the missing there in each of that constant of integration. This constant of integration we have to find it. And to get that constant of integration, suppose you assume that first is our required answer. First is the required function phi, whose f bar, that is del phi, is f bar. Then what is we require here? This constant. This constant we have to find out. From the first, we require function of yz. Now this function of yz always present in the remaining two. Just you have to look in the remaining two, and you have to search for only those terms which contains only y and z. Okay, only yz. So if you observe first term, there is only y, so it is not a constant. This is a only yz. Sorry, this term is contains y and z only. So y cube by 3 is a constant with respect to that, but this term contains x, so it is not a constant. This is not constant, and that is not. So y cube by 3 is a constant for the first one. If you consider second as a solution, we require xz, so only x and z terms, so this will become a constant there. And if you consider third, so entire terms of x and y will be the constant. So if you consider third as a solution, this is the constant, this is the constant, This is the constant and without repetition, and that becomes your answer. So choice is yours. You can understand in any of the way. Both are giving you the same answer there. Any doubt there?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, can
Not
you
audible.
integral f dot dr?
You type on the chat. I'm not getting your question. Yes. Your voice is not. Yeah. So can we do integral of f dr? Yes, we can integrate f bar with a dr, but you should know f bar in terms of r. Then, if you are given suppose r square dr, then you can integrate. Okay. But you cannot integrate r bar dot dr. You cannot do that way. Okay. So you can't that. So this way is only you can get the answer, Arjun. Which method is a simple method of shortcut method or this one? Actually, both are not so difficult, but choice is yours. You can do it any one method in the exam. Don't do by both the method in the exam. Not required at all. Okay. So let I show you one similar question. You have to complete it right now. So here is another question. Start it. See the first part. Show that f bar is irrotational. Prove it is irrotational first. Do it quickly. Okay, so let me do quickly here. Step 1, our aim is to prove this f bar is irrotational. So consider del cross f bar. For this del cross f bar, we have a determinant whose first row is I, j, and k. Second row, the operator dou by dou x, dou by dou y, and dou by dou z. Third row, yes, the components of f bar 2x square, sorry, 2xy square, 2xy square plus yz. 2xy square plus yz. F2 is a 2x square y plus xz plus 2yz square. So that is F2. Okay, I think I require little space. And F3 is 2y square z plus xy, and that's the determinant. So let me expand now this determinant along the first row. Derivative of F3 with y. This is a 4yz plus x. So this is a F3 with y. Now F2, this F2 with a z, so it should come same, minus this F2 with a z we have to, so this is 0, this is a minus x obviously, and here is 4yz, so minus 4yz, so that should come same, then only it is a irrotational. Minus j, now F3 with x, so this is y, and here this with a z, minus y, j cap minus j cap, y minus y, plus k cap into derivative of f2 with x, it is a 4xy plus z, that's one only, and this is with that, then minus 4xy minus z, that should be, and we always observe, so all these terms gets cancelled there, and we get the required answer as a 0 bar, and we say therefore f bar is irrotational. Complete it and tell me, so that we'll move to the second part to get the function phi satisfying the condition f bar equal to del phi. Are you finished?
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, so we'll move to the second part now. Second part of this question. Our aim is to get the function phi satisfying that condition f bar equal to del phi. Yes, anyone, which method you want? Method 1, 2, which one is simple?
So method 2.
Little louder.
So method 2.
Method 2. Okay, so you want that partial derivative method. Okay, we can do that. Okay. So to do it by method 2, we start with given f bar equal to del phi, given f bar is equal to del phi. So this gives us dou phi by dou x should be equal to f1, dou phi by dou y should be is equal to f2, and this dou phi by dou z should be equal to f3. The value of f1 in this example is this one, 2xy square plus yz. Value of f2, 2x square y plus xz plus 2yz square, and value of f3 is a 2y square z plus xy. Yes, now you can tell me integrating first with respect to x, what will be the function phi? Yes, what is integration here?
X square y square
X
xyz.
square y square, very good, plus
xyz.
xyz, correct, sorry, xyz plus function of yz as a constant. Okay, this plus xyz is there. So second, we are integrating with y. Again, x square y square. This is we are integrating with y. So xyz. Third, we are integrating with y. So it is a y square z square plus function of xz as a constant. And lastly, the third, when we integrate with z, this is a y square z square plus, now let me integrate this with z, so it is xyz plus f3 of xy. Thus the final answer phi is equal to. Now write all possible terms without repetition. Start with the first, x square y square plus xyz. So these two terms were taken from here. Our aim is to get this constant now, and to get this constant we look in the other two, only the terms of y and z. So this is not a term of y and z, x is present, so ignore that. This is a term not only of y, z, x is there, so ignore. Next is only y, z. So yes, it should be the constant, that is y square z square. So we are added there. Come to here, y square z square is there, but it is already taken. XYZ, that is already taken. So that's only plus c. You can write this the answer. This is the function phi whose del phi is the vector f bar. Okay, that's a method 2. That's a method 2. If any doubt, any problem, yes, you can ask.